Hey guys, welcome to another video. Today we're going to talk about, I'm drawing a blank. Okay, today we're going to talk about Tensorflow Hub. Sorry, it's just been one of those weeks. We're going to talk about Tensorflow Hub, which is my favorite tool to experiment with state-of-the-art models, right? In this video, we're talking about what it is and how you can use it, how you can experiment with it, and why I love it as a tool for entry-level data scientists to get exposed to really state-of-the-art machine learning models. I honestly feel like this best kept secret because in all my Q&A sessions, talking to random kind of new grads, etc., no one knows about it, or no one's using it, no one's taking advantage of how amazing of a resource it is. So like I said, in this video, we're gonna tackle what it is. I'm gonna show you kind of how I explore Tensorflow Hub, and then I'll actually show you how I leverage it and how you can actually get off the ground and start building off of these state-of-the-art models within minutes. I'm pretty excited about this, and I think after this video, you guys are gonna want to just hit the ground running and start experimenting with these models just like I did. Before I do hop in, as always, like, subscribe, and push that notification button if you do like this content. Your support is absolutely invaluable. I finally hit 1,000 subscribers, which is huge for me. I definitely didn't expect that. So thank you for support. And if you're a new follower or new viewer, definitely let me know what you think. If you like it, again, please subscribe. With that, let's first kind of talk about what Tensorflow Hub is. It is essentially Google's playground that allows you to get access to the most state-of-the-art pre-trained models, right? And it could be as simple as just pulling from the model, fine-tuning it on your data set, and then applying it to your own project, or they'll actually break down exactly how they built the model. So it's a really great tool to learn how to build state-of-the-art machine learning models. Now, if that isn't clear, it's okay. I'm gonna hop right into the TensorFlow Hub website so you can see exactly what I'm talking about and why I think this is such a great tool. With that, let's hop into it. Great, now hopping in, this is kind of what you'd see when you first open the website. I think this is the URL here, which I'll definitely include in the description, but if you also want, it's like just as straightforward as searching TensorFlow Hub, and then that's the first link that shows up. Probably didn't explain that, but I'm covering all my bases. Okay, so let's hop in and let's start exploring, and exactly as I would, right? So let's kind of go through this. TensorFlow Hub is a repository of trained machine learning models, and I think that's what's so beautiful and amazing about this resource, because you have access to some of the most state-of-the-art machine learning, deep learning models that you normally wouldn't have access to. And maybe if you're just starting out, it's almost daunting to try to build one of those yourself. So having this resource really kind of helps you bridge the gap and start exploring models that inspire us and get us excited about data science and machine learning. Okay, so let's just hop through and I'll show you kind of bits and pieces that I think are really exciting, and then obviously you'll explore more when you hop in. So here are a couple just examples of models that we see here. So you have access to BERT, some of the most state-of-the-art object detection, style transfer. I think you might remember those models that take a random photo and recreate it as if it was painted by Van Gogh, right? I think a lot of fun, creative, and you have access to it within a few lines of code. And we'll actually dig into that one because it's so simple to get off the ground. And yeah, like I think typically you might think, if I want to build a neural style transfer, it might be too difficult and all the resources, etc. But this will show you how easy it is to get off the ground and start playing with these models. They have this blog, which is fantastic. So let's just, from singing musical to musical scores, right? So let's just look at this so you have an idea of what these blog posts are like. And as you imagine, they're just unbelievably in-depth, and you just learn so much, right? So I subscribe to this blog and this newsletter, and I encourage you to too, because there's so much to learn here, especially if you are interested in machine learning and do want to maybe get into deep learning, apply deep learning in your future. So this is really a good place to start as you're building up your skill set. Going back, of course, you have this community here. This is just so structured so well. I can't say enough great things about it. Okay, so let's hop into style transfer and just see what there is to offer here. So this is kind of the model name, what they've called it, right? And this is kind of just like a GitHub page, right? I think just think of it that way. I think you have all these different types of models. This is a light version. This is just the original, right? So you have all these different types of models you can play around with. Just stay here for now. Just look at kind of what you see, but let's just look at an overview, right? And again, I can't understate how simple this is. With just these lines of code, you have access to one of the most robust and impressive neural style transfer pre-trained models that you could then leverage on any use case that you're working with. So this is the code base that you'd need, but what I think is even more amazing, because Google Colab is becoming kind of the de facto spot to like experiment and use a GPU if you don't have the kind of the means to have your own GPU, they actually show you how to work with this in a Google Colab notebook, which I'll show you right now. And there you have it. So now you don't even need to go copy and paste, try to get it running on your own machine and own environment. You have an environment built, set up, code that can run end to end to help you kind of start experimenting and kind of playing with these models. Again, right, so this is how the model works, and I'm not going to go into the syntax. It's so simple, so I would encourage you to take a look on your own. Really just want to show you that this is this unbelievable resource. But if you do want to see me apply this on various examples, let me know in the comments, and I'll put together another video with a wide variety of NLP, object detection, image generation examples using Tensorflow Hub. So you have it here, right? And so going back to the home page, right? Before we start exploring maybe a specific example, I'll just click BERT, right? Because it's a little more complicated, but you have the saved model right here that you can leverage, which unbelievably simple, right? But let's actually go into the Google Colab notebook, and then you'll see there's a lot more to learn than just copy and pasting a link to a pre-trained model. This provides so much detail on how they actually train the model, what tasks and tests they really use to pressure test this model. And I'm just going to scroll through, and maybe I'll increase the size here just so you can see it. You actually have so much documentation of why they did certain things, right? And why they built the code out a certain way, right? This is, I can't say enough great things about this. If you go through these line by line, tweak it yourself, play with yourself, you're just going to learn so much about what it takes to implement something like this, right? And when you're starting out and you're interested in it, this is absolutely invaluable. So again, I love it, and I encourage you guys to check it out as well if you are interested in this kind of realm of data science. Let's go back. Now, so now that you have the tutorials, you see like how you can explore this. Let's actually go to the modeling section, the models, right? This is almost like a search engine for anything you want to work with, right? And it's just so structured so well for you, right? So if you want a pre-trained model within the text problem domain, within image, video, audio, it's all broken out just for you, right? So if I'm working with, say, a text classification, or I need to embed and find some of the state-of-the-art models for embedding my sentences, I can just use this embedding and voila. And just like, let's open this up. Just like all the other pages, it's the same thing. You have access to all these resources, you have access to a Google Colab notebook, all to help you get off the ground, right? And there is just such a wide variety. So if you really have kind of the motivation to explore and experiment, this is unbelievable, because all the state-of-the-art models are here. Universal Sentence Coder, BERT, Elmo, all of them are here for you to experiment with and learn from, right? So there's no shortage of content. And then image problem domains, right? If you want to do object detection, all of these models are here for you to explore and leverage, right? So like I said, I can't say enough great things. And honestly, I'm going to leave it at that. I think I want to kind of give you guys a homework of just exploring this and coming back with some questions, right? Was this not clear enough, or like, did this give you what you needed to start exploring and have fun with this, right? Because I honestly think those that are interested and enthusiastic about state-of-the-art machine learning and whatnot, this is an endless pit of exploration that you can do, right? And if I were to give one piece of advice of how to start, pick one problem statement that you really like, right? So that could be style transfer, it could be image classification, that could be sentiment analysis, all of the above, right? Pick something you like and then dive into here and find pre-trained models within that realm, and then explore, build, go into the Google Colab notebook, and then, like I said, just have fun and experiment. That's all I had for this video. I'm gonna keep this one short and sweet, but I really hope I've showed what goes into TensorFlow Hub, and why I think it's such a useful resource, and why I encourage all of you, if you're looking for a weekend project, start here and dive into this resource to really start applying various models to your use case so that you can, I guess, understand how these like modules and models actually work. I hope you enjoyed it. Definitely drop a like, comment if you did like this video, or if you have any questions. I'm always available to help you guys out. My LinkedIn is also in the description, so if you want to just reach out and you have other questions, please reach out, and don't hesitate to ask any questions. With that, I'll see you guys in the next video, and I hope you enjoyed it. See ya.